Greetings, friends. This is Suzanne Goulet. What you are about to listen to is the audio portion of a video now posted on my website, SuzanneGoulet.com. This is the first video in a series of 3 entitled, What is Life Coaching and How Does It Work? I wanted to make these videos so that people could have a better grasp of how I work as a life coach, because coaching is such a powerful tool. I truly believe everyone should have a life coach. If you'd like to see the videos, please find the link in the description. This is video number 1. Enjoy! Greetings and welcome, friends. This is Suzanne, if you don't know already, and I'm here to talk to you today about life coaching. And I decided to make a couple, 2-3 videos to kind of dispel some myths about what life coaching is and have you have a better understanding of what it is. Some of you already know a lot about life coaching, but it's been a business that has really exploded in the last 15, 20 years. And there's a lot of misinformation about life coaching. And I really want to help clarify for some of you, because I know you'll be visiting my site. I know you'll be tooling around. And I wanted to make these videos so that you don't have any kind of lingering confusions about what you might be getting into if you sign up with me. So during these 3 videos, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to explain life coaching for people who aren't familiar with it, like they've heard of it, but they think it's something that it's not, and I want to clarify that. And then there are some people who have had life coaches, and I'm going to explain enough about the way that I do things so that you can understand my flavor, my version, my way of working with people on a one-to-one basis, so that you can decide for yourself if I'm the kind of life coach that is going to work for you or not. And I only really want to work with people that I can have a really comfortable, easy relationship with. Because having a life coach requires trust and faith. And there's got to be trust both ways. Because if you don't trust me, it's going to make my job really hard. Hopefully, we are people who are open and loving and kind, and we want to be able to create better things in the world. We want to bring our gifts forward, and so we start to contribute to a better world. And we all know that that's really needed right now. In fact, the next 10 years, this entire decade, is really going to be for and about those who are rising up and bringing their authentic gifts and their authentic vision forward to humanity. Because I don't have to explain to you the kind of crises that we're experiencing on so many levels. The first of which is going to be our environment. We have crises with our health right now. We have crises in communication. We have crises in judgment. We have crises in so many ways that people are not doing the work that they really love. So life coaching is really a passion of mine because I've seen the amazing transformations that my clients have gone through. And it's really less about achieving a goal, and it's more about being truly fulfilled and truly happy. And that's the end result of being your authentic self and getting all the rest of this crap and blockages and anything that's holding you back, just getting that out of the way. It's kind of like the summary of really what I like to focus on. And that philosophy comes from A Course in Miracles, which I've been a student for 24 years. I'm also a teacher of the course. I have a Facebook group and an Instagram account, and I share every single day knowledge about the course. I've recorded the entirety of the 1,400-page text. I'm audio editing it. I'm making videos. So I know this content really well, and everything that I do comes out of my knowledge and my passion for living a life of miracles where they're just naturally occurring for you. And this is supposed to be how it is all the time. Okay? And I'm speaking from experience. I experience miracles all the time. I can create the miracles that I need in my life, and I often do. And it requires faith. It requires belief. It requires letting go. It requires being open to whatever it is that the highest power can bring to you, and knowing that it's going to be better than anything you could have imagined. So this is part of my philosophy around life coaching. But let's back up a little bit, because I want to explain to some people what life coaching is and what life coaching isn't. Let's just start there. What is life coaching? Okay, so what is life coaching? Why would anyone want someone in their life that is coaching them on their life? Well, let me explain to you. Maybe I should start with what life coaching isn't. Because the first impression anyone ever has about life coaching is that they're going to sign up for working with someone, and they're going to pay them money to have them tell them what to do with their life. And that is exactly what it is not. That you can get from any of your friends or your family or someone on the street. You just have to say, what should I do with my life? And everyone is going to give you all kinds of advice about what you should do about this and that. But that is not life coaching. Life coaches are trained, and they're highly trained. And the most important thing that they learn is how not to give anyone advice. Life coaching actually helps you to find your own answers on the inside, and helps you to have the courage to bring them forward. No one should ever be telling you what to do with your life. I don't accept it in my life, and I'm trained enough and I'm careful enough to make sure I am not doing that for someone else, that it's none of my business to give advice on someone's life, specifically around relationships or health or money or business or where they should live or anything else. But what I'm really good at and what I really love to do is bring the right line of questioning so that it gives someone permission to sink into their heart and see what is really their truth. And only that person knows that. And that's like the big reveal. And that's where love is, that's where truth is, that's where authenticity is. And I'm so familiar with doing this now and hearing answers from people that have so surprised me. I always approach working with a new person with, I wonder what's going to blossom forward from this person. People who have been in the medical field turn out to be amazing poets and then get a book published, and the joy they feel in their lives, because that is what they were always supposed to do. It was a secret passion and a secret joy. I have so many stories to tell. And so when I answer the question, what is life coaching? It's assisting someone in finding their true and authentic life by revealing the truth within them and assisting them in navigating the transformation that has to occur when it happens that they have to get from point A to point B. Because if you're going to make a transformation, if you're going to make a transition from where you are now to a happy, at peace, fulfilled place, there's going to be a series of steps that you have to take, and they're almost always going to really challenge you. And the reason that you're not already at point B is because you thought those steps were going to be too challenging for you to take. And so you kept putting them off and putting them off, or you don't do them, or you scratch it off your list. I'm never going to be able to do that. These difficult decisions have to do with core identity issues, and that's always where the truth lies. So as a coach, a really good coach is going to be your biggest cheerleader for you. And if you're with someone who's giving you advice about what to do with your life, I encourage you to have a clear communication about how that's not working for you. In fact, I have learned that it's actually an assault on someone's ability to find their own truth. Imagine if someone's ability to find their own truth had been really squashed because they hadn't ever been given permission. They were always told, you can't do this and you can't do that. And so their ability to find and respond to what they really, really want is diminished. It's not well practiced. And so if someone comes along and tells them, this is what you should do, they end up taking that advice, which is what most of the population does, which is why most of the population isn't living an authentic life. This I find to be an assault on someone's authentic truth. And so we want to nurture the ability to find someone's own answers. And that's really what a really good life coach will do for you. Okay? If someone's giving you advice, they're contributing to your inability to find your own answers. That's what life coaching is. Life coaching versus other models. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about life coaching versus other models. There's a couple of other professions that help people. There's counseling, there's therapy, and there's consulting. I'm going to focus on the difference between life coaching and therapy and life coaching and consulting. Okay? Coaching versus therapy. First of all, therapy is a really important profession. These are licensed individuals. There's psychotherapists. There are psychoanalysts. And there are psychologists. And then there are general therapists of all kinds. So therapists focus on the problems you have had on the past that are affecting you now in your present. And they help you untie those knots of the past so that in your present you can be more functional. You can be more functional with your ability to work with others. You can be more functional in your relationships. You can be more functional in your self-esteem. You know, having problems in your past that have been unresolved or not healed can cause a lot of difficulty in your ways of being in your present, in your right now. And so therapists are really important, and they're licensed and they're trained, because you never know what is in someone's past, and this has to be treated very carefully, very professionally. Life coaching, on the other hand, focuses on your future, focuses on looking at what's going on in your life right now that you want to shift or change because you have a vision for your future. You have something that you want for your future. And try as you might, you don't seem to be getting there. There can be marriage problems that are prohibiting you from being able to do a certain thing. And sometimes life coaching can kind of cross territory with some therapy, but a good life coach will know when it's time to refer you to a therapist for a specific issue. But essentially, a life coach will be focusing on what do you want for your future? What's missing in your life now that you're trying to create? And by asking you the right questions continually, and giving you the tools necessary for you to fulfill that vision that you have for you. And they focus on your mindset. You focus on your belief. They give you lots and lots of tools to help you achieve a certain lifestyle that you're looking for, whether it be more love, whether it would be more money, whether it be better health, whether it be bigger success in your entrepreneurial endeavor. Life coaching covers all areas of your life simultaneously because you are a whole being and you have all areas of your life happening simultaneously, right? And different areas of your life are going to pop up for your attention at different times of your life. Sometimes it'll be a health crisis. Sometimes it'll be a work crisis. Sometimes it'll be a relationship crisis. But what I have found in my years of experience of doing this is that each individual seems to have their own theme. And whether that theme wants to express itself in someone's work or someone's health or in someone's creativity or in their finances, it's usually underlying all areas of their lives. Okay? So the difference between therapy is that it focuses on the past and life coaching focuses on your future. Next, we'll talk about life coaching versus consulting. Life coaching versus consulting. Okay, now we're going to talk about life coaching versus consulting. And this is something that I really want to clarify for people because this is a fairly new field and there's a lot of people who are consultants that are calling themselves coaches, which is fine. But when we're talking about life, you're not a consultant, you're a life coach. So let me explain to you so that you can understand. Sometimes you are wanting actually a consultant and you're asking for a coach. And make sure if you're asking for a consultant, you're finding the right consultant for you. A consultant has the knowledge and the experience on a particular subject that you want to know more about. Your accountant is a consultant for you. Your attorney is a consultant for you. If you have a private chef, they are a consultant for you in your health. If most chefs are really nutrition based, right? They're going to be preparing meals for you that are going to cover all of your nutrition. And in some ways, a private chef can be a consultant as well. If you're an entrepreneur and you're starting a new business or you have an existing business and you want to grow that business, you're hiring a coach who is really actually a consultant if you're hiring that coach to help you grow your business. And usually that consultant will have a specific program that they're going to teach you how to do your marketing, how to do your sales calls, how to do your graphics, how to do your branding, how to do your online presence, all of those things. Those people are often called coaches, but really what you're hiring is a consultant. The same that if you were an Olympic swimmer and you need a coach, you're hiring that person because of their skills, but also because a coach is going to do more than just teach you how to swim. You probably already know how to do the breaststroke. You already know how to practice. You already know, but you're hiring a coach to take you further. And a coach like that really is a coach. There's someone who's going to be confiding with you about whatever challenges you might be having. There's someone who's going to be teaching you what's coming ahead if you're going to be in a higher competition. There's someone that's going to be helping you with your mindset. Yes, they're going to be assisting you with, fine-tuning your skills, but they're a lot more than that. When you're looking at, for instance, a transformational life coach, which is sometimes what I call myself, usually because almost all the people that come to me, they don't really realize it, but they're in the middle of a transformation. They usually come to me in a state of crisis, we discover, and a crisis always precedes a major transformation for the better. And I kind of start seeing myself as a midwife of this transformation and bring a lot of confidence and mindset and courage that this transformation is entirely possible. And so I have my own experience with quite a lot of transformation, so many times. And so this territory is familiar to me. So coaching someone, being someone's guide on the side is really what that kind of coaching is. So be clear what you're really looking for. Are you looking for someone to increase your bottom line in the revenue of your business? There are people who focus just on that. If you're looking for a marketing strategy online so that, now that we're in this situation and you're going from being someone who did live work with people and now you need to transition to online, there are experts in that as well. Okay, so I hope you understand now the difference between consulting and life coaching. Okay, everybody, that's the end of the audio for video number 1. If you want to actually watch the videos and see me online, you can go to SuzanneGoulet.com/free training. I'll see you there.